Hi there, I'm SmallAnt1 and welcome to my beginner's guide to the Super Mario Odyssey any % Cloud and Lost Kingdom route. In this video, I'll be showing you the basic path through the kingdoms, describing the movement, and explaining any tricks you may find difficult. There are timestamps in the video description if you want to skip to a particular section, but let's get started. Here's what a good beginner's Cloud Kingdom looks like, and I'll wait until after it's done to talk about it. Alright, so there's Cloud Kingdom. Really short, just a fight against Bowser. To start off, you'll have Mario roll to the edge, long jump, cap throw, and dive. During the dive, make sure to shake the controller to ensure Cappy activates the Cloud platform for Mario to land on. Then, just jump and dive into the boss fight. For the first phase, move a bit forward and wait for Bowser to throw his hat, then throw Cappy at it. Move a bit towards Bowser, then throw Cappy at or around the area of Bowser's hat and hold it there. Move up to Bowser until Mario is halfway up the slope, then shake the controller to get Cappy to grab Bowser's hat and bring it to Mario. Then, just dive and shake the controller to beat up Bowser. Some important things to note here is that if Bowser's hat is hit too early, then Bowser will immediately snatch his hat back. If Mario is too close to Bowser when putting on the big hat, then Bowser will also grab his hat here. If Mario is too slow to punch Bowser, then he will begin jumping, which wastes a decent chunk of time. After punching Bowser, he will smash into the metal wall and fall down onto a circle on the ground. Bowser will then jump to the circle opposite to the one closest to Mario, and so to save a bit of time, get Bowser to do a shorter jump by trying to get to a circle opposite to where Bowser lands. Getting a 2-circle jump like this should be fairly easy as long as you roll with the angle done here. A 1-circle jump is possible, but I'll mention how to do those later. For the next phase, Bowser will spawn 3 hats, he'll throw 1 purple, and then the remaining 2. Avoid the first hat, hitting it with Cappy if it gets in your way, then hit the white cap that Bowser throws out. If Bowser's hat is on the left side, it will travel left, and if it's on the right, then it will travel right. Use this knowledge to anticipate the path that it will take. Once Bowser's hat begins to move, hit it with Cappy and repeat the process done in the first phase. Throw Cappy to it, hold Cappy there, get midway up the slope, shake the controller, dive, and shake the controller a bunch to punch. Bowser will hit the wall same as before, and the final phase will begin. In this phase, Bowser will spawn 6 hats, throwing 1 purple, then 2 purples, then the remaining 3. Watch the remaining 3 hats. The position of the white hat will show the direction it will travel. Right goes right, center goes straight, and left goes left. Hit the final hat, same as before, hold Cappy in place, move to Bowser, shake, dive, and beat him up. For the final phase, Bowser will block the last few punches. Once he's done blocking, wait for the tailspin to start, then jump and continue. Now the fight is over. Those were the starter strats for Bowser, but I think I'll include the fast strats just so you know about them. For the first phase, start a roll towards Bowser, boost 5 or 6 times, then double jump, and when Bowser starts his cap throw animation, throw Cappy. This will steal the hat right out of Bowser's hands. Now punch him as usual. For the next phase, crouch in front of the white hat facing away from it. You don't have to worry about the purple hat in this phase, it won't hit Mario. Time a backflip so that when the hats begin moving, Mario will be directly above the white one. The moment the hats move, throw Cappy to instantly control the hat. Then, punch Bowser. For the final phase, right after all of the hats appear, deliberately run into them. While Bowser is throwing the hats and Mario has temporary invincibility, get in position near the white hat and jump a moment before he throws the white hat. Once he throws it, throw Cappy immediately to gain control of it and finish off the phase as usual. There is something that's unusual about this final phase. If Mario loses the temporary invincibility as he is gaining control of the hat, then he will freeze in midair and be unable to move until damaged again. This generally takes a lot of time. The last thing to mention is the jump that Bowser does in between phases. There are two ways to get Bowser to jump one circle and save a little bit of time. Spin pounding and rolling super fast at a specific angle, which is really hard, is one way to do it. Or, while punching Bowser, Mario can jump around him and change where Bowser will land once he flies. The jumping is much easier if you're going to be trying this. I wouldn't recommend doing any of the hard strats if you're just starting out, as they do take some practice and your time is probably better spent doing runs and just getting better at movement in general. That concludes Cloud Kingdom though. Now on to Lost Kingdom.
Beauty, now play that.
Alright, so there's Lost Kingdom. It's a really short one, but has some very difficult jumps. To start off, we'll roll over to the infamous meme tree. The challenging jump on this tree is done in this kingdom because it skips the Klepto trigger, where Klepto steals Cappy, and Mario has to take extra time to save him. There are several ways to perform this Klepto Skip, and since most people have trouble with this jump when they're just starting out, I'll describe a few options you can choose from. The most consistent Klepto Skip for me personally is walking Mario to this spot on the ground, in between the orange and purple plants, aligning the camera to look straight at the tree, doing a ground pound jump, then cap throw, dive, double jump, and triple jump off the tree. Then cap throw, dive, and cap throw and dive. With all of the cap jumps done from the tree to the cliff, be sure to wait a moment in between throwing Cappy and diving to ensure Mario gets the maximum height and distance. Another way to perform this skip is to get up on the tree in whichever way you like, then triple jump and cap jump up to the cliff. You can also throw Cappy, hold him out, and walk into him to vault up. Try each of these 3 jumps and see which one you find the most consistent. If you're not comfortable with this jump and want a safer strat, albeit a bit slower, there is another option. Roll past the meme tree and walk over to where the bridge begins, don't go on the bridge, as if you walk too far onto it, then Klepto will trigger and steal Cappy, which is what we're trying to avoid. Get up to the first tree with a cap jump, and then onto the cage with another, then backflip from the cage, and cap jump and dive to get up. Now, jump and dive around the wall, and you're good to go. There are faster ways to do Klepto Skip, but they can get pretty technical, so I won't be covering them here. Now that Mario is up on the cliff, long jump and cap jump over to the first moon, ground pound, and jump, and then start another ground pound to collect it. From here, cap jump, and cap jump up to the butterfly, face the butterfly, throw Cappy, and shake to home Cappy in on it. This should trigger the butterfly to drop the moon. If you happen to scare the butterfly away, have Mario walk to where the butterfly was, go into first person mode by pressing down on the right stick, and look towards Klepto. The butterfly should respawn and drop the moon right away. After collecting the butterfly moon, long jump down to the next one, then move over to the next spinning platform and ground pound the center of it to get another one. Now have Mario jump up to the moon in the tree. For this moon, I find doing a vault from Cappy and a cap jump is what works for me. Cappy doesn't have to be off the platform, my aim was just a bit bad here. If vaults aren't your style, then a triple jump and cap jump works too, or even just a regular jump and a cap jump. After getting the tree moon, cap throw and dive over to the Klepto platform. It is important that Mario touches somewhere on this square, as it makes Klepto believe that it has already stolen Cappy, and the trigger for Klepto stealing Cappy will be deactivated. From the Klepto platform, long jump and cap jump onto the pillar and ground pound. Wait for a moment until you hear the grabby bug notice Mario. This will make him walk forwards and make the next moon a bit easier. Move and grab the moon around the corner. Go over to the bug and give him a little present in the form of Cappy, then quickly move over to a spot in which it will hit the moon block on the way to Mario. Putting Mario's left foot on this little spot should work most of the time. After destroying the block, jump down to the moon off the ledge, then backflip and dive up to the moon that just popped out of the stone. Now cap throw and dive over the remaining stones and roll to the next pillar to ground pound. Jump into the stone cage and collect the moon in there. Get out and long jump and cap jump to the moon under the bridge. If you cap jump and dive properly after the moon, you can keep Mario alive here, which saves a little bit of time, but since you didn't hit any checkpoints, dying brings Mario right back to the Odyssey 2. Surviving is a few seconds faster than dying, but it can be pretty tricky, so just let Mario hit the grape juice. There is another variation to the end of Lost Kingdom that you can try as well. It varies in difficulty depending on how it's performed. Instead of the Stone Cage Moon, you can have Mario give Cappy to another bug, aim the bug at the cage, crouch under it, and after it shoots forwards, jump over to the Cage Moon, then jump down to the moon under the bridge. Getting the Metal Cage Moon instead of the Stone Cage Room in this way takes about the same amount of time, so if you find it easier, then do this one instead. The fastest way to do the last two moons of Lost Kingdom is to give Cappy to the bug and do a very tough triple jump to a tiny ledge on the moon without Cappy, and crouch under the bug just before it hits Mario. Then, after collecting the moon, spin pound, roll, and dive to the bridge moon. If you die while trying to get to the bridge moon, or if you have a hard time just jumping over to it, have Mario stand on the bridge above the moon, walk off, then cap throw and dive into it. If you're trying this after Mario dies, then the Klepto trigger will be reactivated, so don't walk too far onto the bridge or Klepto will steal Cappy. That's the end of the guide for this kingdom. If I forgot any details or if you have any helpful tips, feel free to leave them in the comments below, they are much appreciated. But thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, I'm SmallAnt1, and I'll see you next time.